Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got O'Neal. Maravich is out there with Elton Brand. And it's Griffith in at the small forward position. And for Richmond, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
That is how you finish.
And it's Richmond's ball. Simons, the pass to Cousins. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And stolen by Simons. And Maravich pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
And by distance, that corner 3 is the shortest on the court.
Pass to Griffith. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. And the rejection by Cousins. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
And Richmond making a change here. Booker's checked in. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first. Tries from 7. And O'Neal finishes inside. 6 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
He's still young. Big personality for a big man, O'Neal. A bunch of fun to watch go to work inside.
Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
Displaying the range, forcing that defense to extend itself.
West with the ball. Out guarded by Booker. Outside, Maravich. Pass to Shaq. Now Brand. Plays it up and banks it in.
This is exactly where Brand wants to be. Close to the basket.
Here's Booker. Now Cousins. Fires from way outside. Hands it from downtown. Cousins has got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon, one of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
And stolen by Booker. To the right side. Fades away. Up again. Here's Gordon. Pass to Gordon. High post Cousins. And Thompson launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. 12 points for him. Now West. To halt the run. And he sinks the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And so it's Richmond with a 10-point lead. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Richmond.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Thorpe is out there with Parrish. Then there's Scott. Then there's Bradley Beal. And Griffith in at the 3 spot. Pass to Thorpe. Outside, Scott. Here's Griffith. Pocket 6. Looks for Parrish. Gets it to him. Yep, it counts.
Look, it's not easy to intimidate Parrish inside. I don't care how physical you get with him. He maintains his cool.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Good. Nice assist from Booker.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. West kicks to Sloan. Sinks the triple. Sloan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Really good work. That's how you play inside out.
For 3, Edwards. Another 3 for Richmond.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Edwards gone 2 for 3 from deep. Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination. Scoring going up and efficiency improving, and that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
Maravich, he's checked in for West.
Boy, he had that one lined up.
Outside Bosch. The 3 ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Bosch has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, Griffith is a lights-out scorer now. I mean, a guy who can take over games. Love his confidence.
Thorpe, he checked in for Parrish.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
That was a sweet one right there.
Over in the corner, Brand. Back to Maravich. Here's Sloan. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Sloan's got 9.
The combo guard skill set of Maravich really does a nice job of drawing defensive attention and then passing to teammates.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Maravich from the arc. Good on the triple.
And that's why they call him the pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
And the basket by Edwards.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And so nice to see that mid-range shot. You can tell he's been putting in the work from that area.
Gordon for 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
You know, Gordon has always been a guy who can knock down the 3, and his attempts increased significantly, though, when he headed to Houston, and he is rock solid from deep.
And so it's Richmond enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So with Bosch on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. And Bernie Simons out there with Gordon. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
First team foul.
Here's Sloan, defended by Gordon. And Sloan kicks to Maravich. Drops in the tray. Maravich has got 8 points.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Outside Gordon. Thompson in the corner. Thompson with the three.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Thompson's drawn a perfect 6 of 6 shooting. Maravich with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Richmond. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Gordon. 8 points for him.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Thompson for three. Connects from three-point range. Thompson's got 20 points.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Maravich, the pass to Brand. Back to Maravich. Right side, O'Neal. Pass to Irving. 5 to shoot. Back to O'Neal. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And they get it back. Here's the three. Nice shot by Thompson. 23 points in the game.
And this is the game plan for him, and he's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the paint. Here's Parrish. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Tell you what, with his size and soft touch, Parrish is a very reliable option on the inside.
And here's Gordon from outside. Another three for Richmond.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Griffith passes to Smith. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Irving double team. Just 4 to shoot. They get the rebound.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Ray Thompson has been leading the charge for Richmond. They've leaned on him for offense. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Maravich. O'Neal is out there with Brand. And it's Sloan in at the 2 spot. Let's lose a three. And DeMarcus Cousins with the 3. Cousins has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Richmond. Maravich dishes to Sloan. Fires from 18. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, he can beat you a lot of ways. Actually, any kind of way. The quick jumper, his agility on the move is excellent. Maravich always making things happen.
Rise and fire. You gotta love his aggressiveness off the catch.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Sloan. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Richmond leading by 22. And Thompson launches it from deep. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists now in this one. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And here's Maravich from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Outside Gordon. Pass to Cousins. Puts up a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Looking at who's out there right now for Richmond. Osh is checked in for Gordon. Edwards comes in for Gordon. And it's Booker in for Anferny Simons. Griffith passes to Sloan. No good, unable to end this run. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Richmond. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Foul call. Devin Booker. Second personal foul.
The first one falls.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Devin Booker.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Maravich with it. Now Thomas defending. Such a wide open look.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the 3 ball is good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Sloan. Fires from deep. Bosch grabs the miss.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting 3s. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, we know Thompson always wired to score, but right now it even seems to be coming easier for him.
Now here is Brand. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly and pulling together. Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Here we go. Here's Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Simons, the pass to Thompson. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The 3. Ginobili misses. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Richmond. For 3, Gordon buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And the call will be against Anferny Simons. That is his first foul of the game. And Gordon over to help. Pass to Citron from deep 3-point land. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Now here's Ginobili. Here's Wembanyama. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Jones against Simon. And the call will be against Anferny Simon. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Ginobili. Wembanyama sets a screen for Ginobili. Drills the 3-pointer.
Very reliable. Ginobili solid from deep.
Thompson outside. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 9.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Cousins, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
From the arc, Wembanyama, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's good from long range. He's got 12.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Gordon for three. Another three for Richmond.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Both teams will make substitutions. They've got Washington. He's out there with Smith, and it's Bing in at the one.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Thompson. For three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his six taken on the floor.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Booker outside. On the wing, Thompson. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man.
And so it's Richmond. Out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Richmond.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Gordon out there with Mourning. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Lloyd in at the three spot.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Bing, the pass to Collins. Now, Washington still without a basket. 6 to shoot, takes the three, hits the three-point bomb.
And just so sure of himself, like he just knew that was going in.
Left side, Edwards. Another three for Richmond.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way, guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Jones for three. No good on the shot.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
The shot's good from McGinnis.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Second team foul. Substitution for the away team.
Here's Ginobili.
Number 10, Dennis Rodman.
Jones for three. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his fourth rebound in this one. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 4 assists in the game. Fires away from way outside. And it's Gordon missing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Gordon. Lets it go with a three. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, that pull-up is a tough shot to contest because you have to time it perfectly.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Pass to Citron. From deep, Rodman, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Richmond ahead, running away with it. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Simons, the pass to Gordon. Thompson for the triple. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Pass to Citron. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Here's Cousins. Another 3 for Richmond.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Jones for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples.
On the wing, Thompson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Thompson's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Richmond. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Trains the three-pointer. Washington's got 6 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon, one of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 9.
And that kick out, how about the vision she's got on display here tonight?
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
First personal foul, first team foul.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Wembanyama. No good that time. Fires for 3. Devin Booker, and that's good.
And I love the confidence Booker has. He didn't even stop to think before letting that one go.
And stolen by Booker. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Away team ball. Checking in for the away team. Dave Cowens, Caron Butler.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Over to the wing. From deep, Washington. Nailed from three-point land. Washington's got 9 points here in the second half. Man, showing some terrific range.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Here's Butler with the drive, and he makes good on the layup. Butler's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for Richmond. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Well, that's how to stand your ground under the glass. He was determined.
Got that one up quick. Edwards got 24.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
For 3, Booker, another 3 for Richmond.
Well, he clearly liked that look and made sure not to waste the opportunity.
Booker's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul of the game.
Team foul.
Ginobili attacking, and it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
Shots good by Booker.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Looking to end the run. Jones, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And Ginobili with the slam.
And that's a timely pass, setting her teammate up for success.
And Booker kicks to Bosch. Michael Reda's on the wing. Here's Stoudemire, and it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And Stoudemire is a menace on the glass. He's someone you've got to keep a body on.
Ginobili outside to the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Rebounded by Richmond. From deep three-point land. They get it again. Pass to Red. From deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Corner shot. It's rebounded by Booker. And it's Richmond's ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
It's Red outside. Drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
First personal foul.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
And I really think Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those mold-breaking players who changes the game of basketball. Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
And Stoudemire gets it to go.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
For 3, Booker, another 3 for Richmond.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know,
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me courtside tonight, Greg Anthony and Tim Legler. So with Thomas sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Anthony Edwards. Brook Lopez is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. And for Portland, Toumani Camara is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Holiday. And it's Clingan in at the 5, roaming the paint.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Richmond. It's a three-point game, and that one's good. Cousins.
3 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Clingan's shot is off.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Lopez with the bucket.
It's funny to think that it took Lopez 7 years to hit his first 3 in the NBA. Now he's splashing them from all over the place.
Now here's Lillard. Portland again missing. Stolen by Avdia.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Portland moving the ball around. Clingan. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
This is where Clingan looks to score. The closer he is to the rim, the more aggressive he becomes.
Tim, walk me down the Donovan Clingan pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a 2-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
Booker, he's checked in for Richmond. Holiday left side. Wide open look here for Clingan. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And here's Edwards from the arc. Another 3 for Richmond.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Lillard. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Lopez has gone to work from the arc, nailing all 4 of his attempts. Up top, Clingan. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Avdia can't hit. And it's Richmond's ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. And that one's good by Lopez.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Now, here's Lillard. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. This one for 3. Avdia can't hit.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Brook Lopez has been leading the charge tonight for Richmond. Here's the number you need to know. He buried 5 3-pointers that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Richmond.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
Sharp is on the wing, and he'll be paired with Grant. Williams is out there with Murray, and it's Henderson in at point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. And Richmond making a change here. Simons is checked in. Here's Sharp.
Number 1, Anthony Simons.
Pass to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
There's Lopez with the three. Another three for Richmond.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively. You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Lopez from long range knocks down the three ball. Lopez has got 9 points in the quarter.
And how about Brook Lopez? In his 30s, he added the three-point shot, which extends his career.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Toumani Camara comes in for Murray. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Grant, and Lillard subbed in for Scoot Henderson. Edwards has come in for Richmond. Richmond leading by 21. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 6 points.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Here's Sharp. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Portland shooting their first free throws of this one. First free throw is good. Obvious checked in for Drew Holiday. And Sharp drops them both. So it's Richmond now. There's Lopez with the three. Another three for Richmond.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Have a good evening. And come back and see us again really.
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. The stage is set. The fans are buzzing. And two teams ready to go. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. Tony Parker is out there with Pippen. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Kaman in at the 4 spot. And for Richmond, we've got Terry. Brook Lopez is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Elliott in at the shooting guard position. For 3, Edwards. And here's DeRozan. Parker finds DeRozan. Outside, O'Neal. Pass to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Yeah, the step back. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And it's Richmond's ball. Lopez from long range. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, midway through his career, Lopez worked hard on developing his three-point shot. Now you gotta guard him from that.
And the foul on Jason Terry. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Parker. Pippen kicks to Parker. Pass to DeRozan. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Now Pippen, 6 on the shot clock. Now here's DeRozan.
Well, with Edwards, you have to contend with his energy and intensity at both ends.
From deep three-point territory. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Cousins. Lopez has gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Here's Parker. Nice D from Cousins. Puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
And that's nothing new for Lopez. His range extends far beyond that three-point line.
The visitors with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. To stop the run. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Richmond now. And here's Edwards from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Richmond. Gordon comes in for Edwards. .55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shaq kicks to Williams. Shaq with a screen on Gordon. And it's DeRozan missing. Pass to Elliott. Beyond the arc. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Terry. Another 3 for Richmond.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Williams kicks to Shaq. Petrovic with the pass to Parker. Pass to O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. From 15 feet away, and it's good off the glass.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And so it's Richmond in command with a 16-point lead as the And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Swoops. And here's Embiid. Kaman kicks to Pippen. Clock at 6. Embiid sets the pick for Pippen. Fires away from outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Swoops. Back to Embiid. Outside for Pippen. Hits the three-point bomb.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and he is good to go.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
They've got Pippen. Chris Kaman out there with McGinnis. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Parker in at the point. Richmond leading by 19 points. Three-pointer. Another three for Richmond.
And this is why Elliott is a valuable player for them. A lengthy small forward with a lethal perimeter shot.
Here's Kaman.
Amazing how many different guys can throw it down in this league.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Terry, the pass to Lopez. Takes a three. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
There's Lopez with the three. The long-distance three is buried. Lopez has got 18 points in the game. 44 seconds left here in the second. Here's Parker. That's good from Kaman on the assist by Parker. Kaman's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Oh, in good form from distance.
Edwards gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Here's Pippen out to DeRozan. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bounce pass Pippen. Terry against Parker. Just 5 to shoot. McGinnis' shot is off. Here's Elliott. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
Brook Lopez has been leading the charge tonight for Richmond. Why even bring it inside when you got him on the perimeter? After that quarter, his three-point total stands at 6. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We got DeMarcus Cousins. Edwards is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Terry. And it's Elliott in at the 2 spot. Parker against Terry. Now Kaman. 6 points for him. Shaq with the screen. Kaman dishes to O'Neal. To the wing right side. It's Parker outside. Rebounded by Richmond. For 3, Edwards. Chris Kaman pulls it in. Pippen down low. Covered by Elliott. Edwards against DeRozan. It's stolen by Edwards. Lopez from long range. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
It is huge for this team when Lopez is in rhythm. As we know over his long career, he's a very capable scorer. Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to DeRozan. Kaman sets a screen for DeRozan. Good on the shot.
Well, that's why you run set plays, to get DeRozan that space he needs to go to work.
Puts up a deep 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And Richmond will go for a different look here. Morning's checked in for Cousins. Klay Thompson comes in for Edwards. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Elliott. And it's Booker in for Terry. Pass to Petrovic. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists in the game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Drops in the tray. Lopez has got 12 points in just the second half.
That three-point stroke of Lopez is so good. It looks like a set shot. Brook responding to that three on the other end.
Parker against Booker. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Parker's got his first basket.
Well, that's just taking what the defense gives. You can usually find some room in that mid-range area. Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
And so it's Richmond out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. DeRozan out there with Chris Kaman. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. Gordon for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Parker passes to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
The 3 from Bosch. Another 3 for Richmond.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Booker, no good. Pippen against Bosch. Sweet move, and that's good off the glass that time.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul. Brook Lopez is checked in for Richmond.
Team foul. Into the lineup for Richmond, number 11, Brook Lopez.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Shaq.
Hold on!
Alonzo Mourning.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Eric Gordon on the wing. Back to Lopez. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. Lopez has got 33.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And Tony Parker drops them both.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Tony Parker drops them both. 1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Over O'Neal. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Lopez has got 35 in the game. Booker against Parker. Inside. Out to DeRozan. Parker looking over the floor. And finished off by Kaman.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Lopez from long range. Hands it from downtown. Lopez has got 38 points.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
Back to Pippen. Pass to Shaq. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, look, the defense has had no answer for him. They need to keep getting him the ball until that changes.
There's Lopez with the three on the money.
Well, they keep going to it, and he keeps delivering.
So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead,
We welcome you to our 2K Sports broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And it's Richmond to start out. Lopez from long range gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's nothing new for Lopez. His range extends far beyond that three-point line.
Lopez from long range. The shot's good. Cassell making the play.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Cassell following the three by Richmond that went in. Pass to Towns. The baseline J. And Lopez pulls it down. And it's Richmond's ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Elliott. Cousins, the pass to Lopez. Shoots the three. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Hard to believe this was a late addition to Lopez's game. A big man with a consistent stroke.
Cassell, the pass to Thornton. Cousins against Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cassell. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Thornton. Here's Petrovic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. There's Lopez with the three. Another three for Richmond.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Lopez from long range. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Lets it go from deep. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Cousins. Lopez has got 15 points.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Here's Thornton. 41 seconds left to play here in the first. Smith outside. Will it go? Rebounded by Richmond. Lopez left side. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists now in this one.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Here's Elliott. Another three for Richmond.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
The free throw drops for Towns. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And so it's Richmond in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Defensively, they have gotten after it. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Richmond.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Nelson is out there with Petrovic. Then there's Miller, and it's Smith, and it's Gugliotta in at the 4-man position. Smith outside. Nelson outside. From outside the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The point guard, Nelson, an effective three-point shooter because he understands when to take that shot.
It's Edwards on the wing. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Edwards got his first 3 points of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
From past the arc, that one's good, and the Richmond leaders get down to 13. Good bucket there from Nelson.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And some changes here for Richmond. Lopez comes in for Mourning, and Elliott subbed in for Eric Gordon. Elliott the bucket.
And this is why Elliott is a valuable player for them. A lengthy small forward with a lethal perimeter shot.
Three-pointer, Simon. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Richmond leading by 16. For three, Edwards. Another three for Richmond.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Lopez a screen. Here's Moncrief. 5 on the clock. Lopez with the block.
Textbook timing and positioning from Lopez around the rim. Not letting anything through.
Love the team-first mentality, looking to make the pass there.
Pass to Petrovic. Shot to stop the run. Knocks down the three ball. Petrovic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Edwards finds Lopez. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Elliott the bucket.
Shooting while in rhythm. You like to see that aggressive approach.
Stolen by Bosch. Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. Good. It's Bosch picking up the assist. Bosch has got 3 assists now in this one.
And already very comfortable at the arc. Booker takes that shot without hesitation.
Simons against Edwards. Lopez passes to Petrovic. Just 3 on the clock. With 1 on the clock.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Elliott. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Richmond ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Cassell, no good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Richmond. Outside Terry. Drains the three-pointer. Terry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A go-to shot for Terry. He has so much confidence in his 3-ball.
Terry against Cassell. Outside, Towns. It's good from long range. Towns has got 5.
Hey, nice response from Towns, dropping a 3 of his own.
It's Terry outside. Another 3 for Richmond.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Terry's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. That falls. Great assist by Sam Cassell. And that's now 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns. To the left side wing. Here's Elliott. Another 3 for Richmond.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Stolen by Terry. Here's Cousins. Another three for Richmond.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And there's the bucket from Petrovic.
And right there is the difficulty in defending Petrovic. He can burn you from deep as well as off the dribble.
Here's Elliott, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 18.
Oh, you love the answer three. He's a competitor.
Stolen by Terry. From deep three-point land, the offensive rebound. Pass to Elliott. Launches a three. Count that one as his seventh make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
I mean, what more can you do when it comes to interior defense? That's perfect. He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
So both teams changing it up here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the...
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Cassell, the pass to Towns. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Cassell's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Richmond ahead, delivering the blowout. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
And we know how good of a scorer this Booker kid is. Passing will be an important element to his game.
The kick out to Lopez. Fires the three. Sinks the triple.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
And oh, here we go with Thornton with nobody back.
Hustling up the floor. You love her determination.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Good on the triple.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
Gordon for three. Another three for Richmond.
That's not just from beyond the arc. That's from a whole different region.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Towns. Puts up a deep three. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
From deep, Thornton, and Mourning sends it back. For three, Gordon buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for Richmond.
Pass to Petrovic to end the run. Buries the long-range jumper.
Draws in.
Well, that's a great delivery. Knows where her open teammate is and puts it on the money.
Lloyd. Another three for Richmond.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The kick out to Bosch. From downtown, another three for Richmond.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And Richmond making a change here. And so Cassell nails both of them. And it's Richmond's ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Elliott. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
I mean, some guys prefer this corner shot. He certainly makes it look easy this time.
Cassell, rebounded by Richmond. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Another three for Richmond.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander.
I just love how Bosch has worked in the three-point shot, stretching the floor with his perimeter game.
Cassell against Simons. Here's Cassell. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. Bajemski out there with Porzingis. Then there's D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Cycli in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Richmond, they've got Brook Lopez. Elliott is out there with Terry. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Cousins in at the 5.
Look, he wasn't going to miss that opportunity. He saw the open man and took advantage.
Outside Terry. Drills it from outside.
A go-to shot for Terry. He has so much confidence in his three ball.
Granger outside. Out of bounds. Richmond takes possession. And it's Richmond's ball. Outside Terry. Another three for Richmond.
And that Terry jumper there, that's the shot capable of doing a lot of damage on the spot up or the pull up. Terry's got a great eye for that shot.
Another three for Richmond.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Russell kicks to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Well, I love the response by Porzingis. Terrific work coming back with his own triple.
For the three, and again Jason Terry for three. Terry's got 12 in the game.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Russell kicks to Porzingis. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Richmond. Pass to Terry. Puts up a deep three. And it's Terry again missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now Pajemski, following the miss by Terry from deep. Outside, Russell. Outside, Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep three, and the rejection by Cousins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. It's Terry outside. Krills the three-pointer. He's got 15.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's Richmond going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Richmond?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
So with Cousins on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Horning is out there with Bosch. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Gordon in at the three.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
There's plenty of daylight on that shot. Porzingis has got 5.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Edwards fires from way outside. And they'll get another chance. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. Shot clock at 6. And here's Bosch for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bosch has got 9 points now in the quarter.
I just love how Bosch is working the three-point shot, stretching the floor with his perimeter game. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Richmond will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Morning. Gordon comes in for Chris Bosh. Elliott's checked in for Gordon. And Terry's subbed in for Booker. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Pajemski with it. He has yet to score. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Out to the right wing. Here's Elliott. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, it's little things like that. Getting the offensive board and converting, that's what has elevated Aaron Gordon's game.
And the foul on Jason Terry. That is his first foul of the game.
Coming on the floor for the away team.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Granger passes to Cycling. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation. And they call Cycling the spin doctor because of all his fancy footwork on that low block. I've seen Ronnie lead more than a few guys grabbing at air when he pulls off one of those post moves. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Richmond sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Jason Terry.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Russell is out there with Danny Granger, and there's Porzingis. Then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's Cycli in at the 5 spot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Nobody near Granger. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Richmond leading by 21. Terry, that's a 2. Edwards finds Terry. Another 3 for Richmond.
Well, for someone who is mostly an off guard, Edwards puts up great assists.
Porzingis passes to Russell. 1:36 left to play in the third. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cycli. And the rejection by Cousins.
You just can't get those kinds of shots past Cousins. When he's in the area, he's really good at getting a hand on the ball.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Richmond. So it's the visitors now. And the shot goes down. And it's 7 points for Porzingis.
The assertive approach paying dividends there. Shot ready on the catch and made it look easy.
Nice shot by Terry.
Well, they keep going to it, and he keeps delivering.
Stolen by Terry. And now here comes Terry late in the break. Another 3 for Richmond.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blows. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal fouls.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
It's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
We've been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Gray in the corner. Granger with it. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Pajemski. Granger from outside, and the 3 ball is good. Granger's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Right back at you. Instant retaliation for the 3 at the other end.
Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Russell looking around. Porzingis with a screen on Terry. Outside, Porzingis. 1 second left. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Outside, Terry. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the...
And so it's Richmond leading by a full 31 points.